forward, is it?
Yeah, but then how'd you put there you go?
For the bread.
Oh no, you just tell.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, I don't have to leave till 6 o'clock, so I don't care.
Okay.
So we just have the plain milk chocolate, and then like the rest is the same chocolate. It's just it's on top, really, just whatever topping is.
No, no, fine.
How's it, guys?
Yummy.
Oh, nice, Kim. Okay, thank you. We're having a taste test. Nice, very nice.
This tastes well. We're one of 2% of all chocolate factories in the world that makes chocolate from the cocoa beans all the way to the chocolate bars.
That's good. We're having an exclusive. Kim.
Oh, it's really
Good, yeah.
YouTube, yes.
YouTube, yeah.
Well, yeah, I can run through.
Perfect, yeah. That's cool. So it's a young chap here.
I'll just close this because it's hard to talk over there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Look at those chocolates.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's the cocoa beans, the cocoa beans.
Oh, yes.
So yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, so firstly I'd like to welcome all you to HAZEL Mountain Chocolate. My name is Dean. A bit about us, we're one of 2% of all chocolate factories in the world that makes chocolate from cocoa beans all the way to chocolate bars. So we call ourselves the Bean to Bar Factory. It's quite a funny name for us, but it tends to stick well. So what we do with cocoa beans is we get the cocoa beans in from different countries all around the world, directly from farmer to farmer, so we like to ensure fair trade. So the countries we get them from, where we make our milk chocolate with from, is from Cuba. So the Cuba cocoa bean, it's 42% in strength. Then we make our dark chocolate from cocoa beans from Mexico, Venezuela, Costa Rica and Madagascar. So the first thing we do is we get the cocoa beans in bags like these, you might see on the floor. So once we get them in, they're harvested, fermented and dried in the sun before they go into the bags. So that's what this machine, well, these cocoa beans in this glass is right here. If you want to give it a little smell.
Nice.
Yeah.
It smells quite earthy and vinegary, and that's because they're harvested, fermented and dried in the sun. So they're harvested from little white pods, and then that natural fermentation gives it that kind of brown kind of colour and also that earthy smell. Like you wouldn't really associate with chocolate, but
Not yet.
not yet. And then that rough exterior comes from the drying in the sun.
Yeah.
So the first thing we do is to take them out of the bags and hand sort them. Quite important process because we don't want stones and pieces of branches mixed in with the cocoa beans when we're going through the machines, or if it's pieces of stones and chocolate, you just gotta break your teeth. So it's quite important. So once they're hand sorted, we put them in the roasting machine, which is this black machine right here, what he's putting the cocoa beans into. So that's the roasting machine. We roast the cocoa beans for about 12 to 15 minutes. It's not too long, but the reason why is like coffee roasting, if you roast beans really long, it gets really bitter. Yeah. And each cocoa bean tastes completely different to one another. So if they all just get roasted for so long and they're really bitter, they won't taste the same. They'll all taste the same, so it just kind of defeats the purpose. So once they're roasted, the shells of the cocoa beans are easier to come off. So yeah, so the next stage is cracking and winnowing. So that's this silver machine here with the blue on the top left. So and the job of that machine is to just separate the shells of the cocoa beans from the cocoa nibs, which is the main chocolate part. So the roasted cocoa beans go through the top of the machine. There's a mechanism that just cracks the cocoa beans, then air pushes the shells to one side and the cocoa nibs fall down to the left side. So that little white basket in the top right, the shells are pushed up to that and then the nibs fall down to the bottom left. So what we do with the shells to ensure that there's no waste product, so 60 kg of these bags are cocoa beans, but 25 kg could be shells. So instead of wasting almost half a bag of cocoa beans, what we do with the shells is we mix them with rose petals, cardamom and vanilla, and we make tea out of it.
Oh, tea.
So that's what that tea is there. Can I give it a smell?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it smells nice.
Smells
nice. Like
so,
there was-
so much better than the first one, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, would you like so
No
it's just,
waste.
yeah, exactly, no waste product. Just imagine the product that we have. So once the shells are off, we're left with the nibs, which is very small parts of the cooked meat. So 47% of the nibs is cacao butter, which is the oils inside. A lot of places they take out that cacao butter and replace it with palm oil. So that's why if you see on the back of some chocolate bars, palm oil. Whereas what makes us good is we leave that cocoa butter in. So how we make the chocolate is we put them through these stoning machines right here in the bottom left. And them machines have 2 granite mills inside and a granite base. So when it's switched on, they just crush it. So we crush it initially for 10 hours. That just lets all the oils flow out. It comes to a wet sand pasty texture. And then that's when we add sugar if it's dark chocolate, and sugar and powdered milk if it's milk chocolate. And then we mill it for another 40 hours. So after 40 hours, the easiest way to explain it is, have you ever seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
The big river of chocolate
Yes,
after exactly what it looks like.
Oh,
It's very fluid flowing chocolate.
Yes.
So you might see
It
these.
become like that.
Yeah, you might see these
How
slabs on
long
the
it
table.
will take to harden it?
Harden. So we age chocolate for 3 weeks.
Oh,
3 weeks. Yeah.
So you have
long period of time.
And then after 3 weeks, what will happen? It become harder.
Alright, yeah, I'll show you the slab right now. So we pour them into these slabs and we leave them to age for 3 weeks. And then I'll show you a block now.
Okay. Oh, block.
Wow. Can hold it.
Oh my
So
god.
this
you
is
hold?
what the big
No.
block of chocolate looks like.
They just hold
So
it.
it's
Look.
big,
Oh.
yeah, it's quite heavy. And if you see on top, it's kind of marked on top, and also on the underneath, it's kind of little circles.
Yeah.
And that's because if you ever burn sugar, you know the crystallization of sugar.
Yes.
So when the sugar is added into the stoning machines here, it's not set properly. So that's what kind of gives this powdery kind of top and also the markings. So what we have to do is we have to temper it, which is just the alignment of crystals. So we break this up with a hammer into smaller pieces. It's quite fun. It's the fun part of the job. So we break it up and then we put it into the tempering machines in the other room. And what they do is they just remelt it and mix the sugar around properly. So once the sugar is mixed around, that's what makes it smooth and kind of gives it that kind of glossy shine to it.
Yes.
And then we pour it into different shapes, sizes. You might see the sheep in the
flavor.
corner.
And the flavor.
Well, the flavor is natural from the cocoa bean, but we have like different flavors for like the toppings on top of the chocolate bars.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have different shapes like the sheep, chocolates, and all the different chocolates for the hearts and stuff like that. And then once that's done, we cool them again and eat some of it, sell some of it.
Yeah.
It's fun, yeah. Go on.
Thank you very much. You're so good.
Yeah,
Thank
no worries.
you.
Just like the,
Thanks a minute.
Carry it, please. Carry it. How heavy? Oh, you're strong, huh?
In terms of value, like these big blocks of chocolate probably cost like €300.
300
Really?
euros. Wow.
Well, like, it's broke up anyway, so
Yeah.
if it drops, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, it's still fun.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
You're
very
so
much for
good.
joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Yeah.
Bumili ako doon.
That's amazing. The kind of a brief history of how they do their chocolates here. So cool. All right, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed some bits of this.
It's not over.
Yeah, the chocolate factory in this little town, I suppose. Little town, little village out here in Ireland.